Alright, YouTube. Back to give my impression on the second wave of Call of Duty beta. September 1st through the 4th. To exactly give you the feedback of how I felt. They said they've done some new stuff. So let's break it down. Basically 4 days. My first day, there was a few things changed on it. The first thing I noticed off bat were the mocktail cocktails. They went from 2 down to 1, and I don't understand why. That was a bad decision. It's a score streak. To me, I felt 2 was not enough. There should have been 3. That's my opinion. And it's down to 1. It's no longer a score streak. It feels like an attachment, like an overcooked grenade. You know, except once you die, you don't get another one unless you get 3 kills in a row. And in fact, it's like the developers were saying, hey, people having fun with these cocktails. Let's take that fun away. I mean, everything that's just something decent, it seems like they gotta take it away or break it or do something wrong with it. So that's off bat what I learned. They nerfed some of the guns. But it really don't matter because the level's so small anyway. All you need is an SMG, don't matter what kind, as long as it got a nice fire rate to it, it will outbeat just about any other gun. Except for one that is basically stops the SMGs, and that's the shotgun. They have the divisions in which, you know, that's where they put some of these good perks at, but you can't have the perks you want, so you gotta choose divisions, and one of those is the shotgun. And this shotgun, you have explosion rounds, or whatever, it's incendiary, and basically there's 2 types. If somebody real close, 1 shot kill. If they're a little bit close to you, some distance, it just put them on fire. And I think this was the issue with these little SMG crybabies. They complain about being on fire all the time, and the shotgun's too powerful, but it's not. Every Call of Duty had 1 shotgun that was a beast, okay? And it's true. There's shotguns out there today. Even if you sawed it off, it will do the same type of damage. There are shotguns like this. I don't see why people are complaining that shotgun does not need to be nerfed. The third they done changed. Well, they can only change certain things, you know. They can't change the main issues, you know, because it's the main source code. If they change it, it'll break the game. They can't do anything much to it because the release date is not far away, you know. They're not going to do it. Only small things like changing the scores. Example, team deathmatch. I guess people complained about it, so instead of 75 it's now 100. That's another issue. I mean, okay, they complaining because the rounds are so short. That should give you a key idea that the map is too small. The maps are too freaking small. Don't try to boost up to 100 because it's no difference. I mean, it just takes the fun away because it's always been 75. Once again, you're breaking something that was never broken to begin with. It's the issue of these maps. And then we got down to another being a new map. I think it was called Ashen, or yeah, something like that. But when I first saw it, I was kind of happy. I was like, oh man, this is going to be the map. This is the one I'm going to enjoy. I saw it. It reminded me of Call of Duty 3 with the buildings. And I think about the second or third time playing it, I realized it was a gimmick map. It gave you false security that it's going to be a bigger map. It's really not. Linear paths, one again. And the reason why it gives you that false sense is because in the middle is a building. So you can't just go up front if you're on one side, you know. You got a left or a right. If you go up on the left side, you would think it would be like a 3rd level, but unfortunately whatever stairs it is broken. You can't go up that level. The 2nd level you're just going to drop down anyway, so there's no point for the 2nd level. I mean, these buildings, there's no sense of having the buildings if you just go in to get it back out, you know. There's no levels to it, there's no strategy to it, there's no tactics to it. I understand Call of Duty has always been about, you know, arcade type, but it seems like everything else they turned into arcade when it wasn't, you know. There was some kind of strategy and tactics put in Call of Duty. That's just gone. And the reason why is once you get close to the middle, you see it's open, you know. At first, like I said, I started enjoying the map till around, the second or third time, and I realized it's just the same as all the others. You're just basically going to the middle just to shoot out. Um, and one thing they broke themselves is the kill cam. Well, it used to be a kill cam, but now it's game of the play or play of the game. And I don't know what they done with it, but this time around for the beta, for the open beta, compared to the private, it's no longer who gets the most kills. For some odd reason, it's I don't get it. Example, my teammate, he got 4 kills in a row. I thought he was going to get it until, I got 15 kills in a row, and I ended up getting a fire pilot, which I used at the end, and I got myself 5 kills in a row. I killed the whole team, I didn't get the kill cam. I didn't get that. My teammate didn't get it. Somehow the enemy got the kill cam, the final play of the match. I don't understand it. I don't know how he got it. It makes no sense. It's broken. Okay, basically for the day one, I also tested a few meal modes or whatever. It did feel like there was some stability to it, with the hit detection. But testing it, I only found out this applies only if you're close by, the hit detection, I tried with different weapons, different positions, like from the middle to further back. I found out the stability of it is not accurate. The hit detection is pretty bad still. And as I tried the weapons, I boosted up the accuracy. I put on the attachment to give it more range, completely almost maxing it out. And there's a fair good amount of damage to it, I found out that I may shoot off a whole entire clip. I may only get 1 hit to 2 hits, and for some reason I don't get it. Some other players, they could hit and I'm instantly dead. You don't even hear the bam 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 of the rounds hitting you. It's just like you're just dead. I've also tested it, trying to run around to the other side of the wall, and as soon as I got to the other side, he dies, but yet the enemy is still on the other side of the wall. It's like, how you shoot me from the wall? It's not wood. It's actual, in let's say the forest is like a hill. How you shooting through that hill and I'm still dying when there's a big ass wall in the way? It makes no sense. The hit detection is pretty bad still. Some of the weapons, like I said, it didn't matter if they were nerfed, if they changed whatever abilities of it. It's the map's so freaking small it doesn't matter. Like I said, all you need is an SMG. And basically that's all I did for the first day. The second day, I only played for like 10 minutes. I got real bored, Even so they increased the level cap, I was just bored. And there was a message saying there was a new mode being kill confirmed. I didn't understand why it said new mode kill confirmed when it wasn't even in the game. The option wasn't there. So that's false advertising to me, It's like there's really nothing new, They just added a freaking map, and they call it new. And well, level cap, you get some new weapons, but still I was like, what's the purpose? I still felt like SMG still beat any type of weapon you have. The shotgun give you a little help. Also the faces out some of the SMGs is if they're close, and you got the bayonet. We got that division for infantry. It don't matter if you're looking across from like all the way on the other side. If somebody comes from behind you and you go ahead and attack them, he'll quickly turn and attack them. It's like that extra oomph that was in Black Ops. There's another one that had that oomph. Like what's it? Was it Advanced Warfare? If you punch them, you got that extra jump. That's exactly what the bayonet does. It gives you like a second. What was it? Second down, a second life almost. Day 3, because basically day 2 that's all I did. I gave it 10 minutes. I got bored. I didn't want to play it no more. Day 3, I got some pretty bad lag. For some reason it's just little short movements, and I don't know why, because the first day it was like over 48, 49 different games going on at the same time, compared to the beta that was pretty, like 15 or so. This has had like 30 something matches, but every match I was going into there was bad lag. So I got tired once again. I didn't play that much of it. The level it's like up to 35 now. Still no kill confirmed. So I stopped. Day 4 there was a download, you know, a 1.3 update. I couldn't get into any matches. For some reason, I guess this update messed up the hosting. I couldn't jump in no games. It'll load the map up and then kick you right back out. And I did not understand why. But finally, after some time, like 30 minutes or something, I finally got into some games. I couldn't figure out what was new. I checked. They said there was some new stability. It played the same. I couldn't figure out what was different at all. Somebody told me that it had a different knife added into the game, but I don't know. I got tired of it. I didn't see nothing new. Still no kill confirmed. You advertised this 3 days ago, and there was still no kill confirmed. It's pretty bad. So basically, what did I think about is really there was nothing new about the beta. It was basically the same as the first private matches, you know, for the PlayStation 4. It just wasn't fun. I don't know why they decided to go with these really small maps. And it's basically like Nuketown maps. Example, A and B. A is behind the building, B is on the other side of the building, on the other side. And everybody's running into the middle for an out war, you know. I mean, once you get past the building, that's it. You're in the middle. It's real small. But there was a sense of strategy with this. You had buildings that had 2 levels. You could look out the window, snipe. You could see something. You could see an angle. You could go around to the fence. You got a car on the other side. And you could really think of like how you can do it. You know, you get more kills if you do it a little bit more strategic. There's some kind of strategy and tactics. All these new Nuketown type maps they have that's on is. There's no strategy, there's no tactics, it's not fun, you know. And the thing is, prior with this Nuketown, all the other maps in those games were big to medium. So once you got to Nuketown, which was basically the only map that was small, you had this out war. It had this a fresh sense of, you know, something new, you know. That's why it became a fan favorite, you know. But later on, as progressed with these new Call of Duties, to smaller maps, you know, try and get that Nuketown feeling. They even remastered some of these favorite maps, you know. They remastered Nuketown 3 times. The second time wasn't as good as the others. I like the Black Ops 3 one. That brought back a good sense, but I don't get it. Like, really, I don't. There's 4 maps now, and usually in a Call of Duty game there's 7 to 8 maps. 2 more for, you know, big war maps, you know, with more teammates compared to the 5. But I don't know if they're going to do it because it seems like they just want none but small maps. There's no strategy. Like I said, the new map they just had for the 4th one, you had a little small building. You can't go on the 3rd level. You just drop down to the 2nd. On the other side, you got another building you go into. There's an elevator you can jump up to, go out on the left side or look out in the window, but there's no purpose. On the 3rd day, people figured out about these maps. That instead of running to the middle, they got into positions to see exactly the 3 main roads, the middle, left, and right. And all they gotta do is just camp out. Anything they move, shoot. You know, they camping now. They don't have to move. They can sit on the side and just wait for enemies. And it's not fun. It takes all the fun away because it's linear. It's left side, right side, middle, and it gives false senses. Oh, here's just a building I can't go into, but this building, it's just a little small block to go into. There's no levels. There's nothing to do with it. You may see, oh, there's a tank. Let me jump on this tank to get a good eye view. No, you can't get on the tank. You know, I don't want to get inside. I just want to get on top so I can get a good angle, a good view of the other side. You can't. It's a prop. Everything feels like a prop. That's just there to give you false sense because the maps are so freaking small. People used to complain about the past games, oh, exosuits, you can get to the other side of the map so fast. Well, they got rid of exosuits. This is what they claim about going back to the roots of getting rid of the exosuits is basically what it felt like. They didn't go back to the roots like they claim. All they did is give it a new theme with some new avatars, same Call of Duty. All this is like DLC. They could have gave it a new engine, some new, I mean, there's nothing fresh about it. You know, everything that was fun, they got rid of what's fun. I don't blame the developers. I blame Activision, because Activision turned the game series franchise into a cash cow. Everything that was fun, they was like, okay, we're gonna give them, but we're gonna put them in these little chests or whatever, and they gotta get all these tokens or whatever. But with the good ones, it's gonna have like a legendary of just like maybe 0.1 or whatever, and they have to buy all these tokens, you know, with their own money if they want a better chances. It turns into a cash cow, you know. Infinite Warfare, they did the same thing, but they try to keep players going by saying, okay, every day you'll get some more, you know, a token, or you may get these little wrenches or whatever to upgrade your weapons. You know, these were just little small gimmicks to try to keep people playing per day, because they know they're losing fans. This was supposed to be big, you know. This was supposed to go back to the roots. It didn't. It just feels like DLC. I'm not having fun. I have no sense of accomplishment, or you know, they just put focus on leveling, you know. Okay, you get all the good stuff once you get to, you know, level 55 in prestige, you know. Keep going, you get like a medal, unlock a new, so, you know, it's the fact that really you don't get a sense, because it's not fun. I don't want to. I feel like once I get to 55, I don't want the prestige, you know, that's it. And it used to be my goal in every Call of Duty, but if you're not having fun, what's the point? Why play? I'm hoping, because it's the beta, they'll do more to make it fun. I'm hoping every other map is now more open to like mid to large, and some type of strategy. Give me some levels, something to work with, you know. I'm tired of the left side, right side, middle path, but there's no underground, there's no top run with this, nothing. This is false props of giving false sense of there's something to do, and you just run into the middle to get killed, you know. And this destroys the spawn system, because once you get to the other side of the map, depending on how your team went and their team went, determines if that spawn of the enemy falls on you or to the other side, which, you know, that's the only way I only got 15 kills in a row that one time, because their team moved this way, mine moved that way. If any team moved otherwise, they would respawn on me, and I died instantly without getting those kills. But the maps are too small. I'm sorry, I'm not having fun. I don't like any of the maps. And I don't know what else to talk about, you know, in the game itself. It's just the new stuff I wasn't happy about. It needs, they really need to go and open up this whole thing, redo all the levels. They really need to do the hit detection. They need to give these weapons a sense of uniqueness, you know, that to make you feel as like authentic. I don't think they can do it, because like I said, changing the main source code could give it hiccups, glitches, break the whole game itself. You know, it's too far into development to change. I feel like they focus more on the single player mode or the zombies. That's what it feels like. It's this multiplayer's ass. I hate to say it, but I'm not happy with the multiplayer. The single player, so, you know, I like the Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3 single player. You know, it seems like they're getting back with the story, but zombies I play a little bit. I hate they put the trophies for the zombies. You know, I no longer prestige the last 3 Call of Duty games like all the other ones in the past, but I hated that. But I really focus mostly on the multiplayer. I wanted to play the multiplayer like I did with Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. Play it until almost that month the next one, Call of Duty comes out. Straight. No other games. Keep playing it. I'm having fun each and every time I do it. All the other ones prior, I've never gotten like lesser and lesser time playing. Black Ops 2, I got to the last DLC, didn't play it. Advanced Warfare, I got down to the 3rd DLC. Black Ops 3, I got to the 2nd. You know, Infinite Warfare, I didn't even make it to the 1st DLC. I just stopped. I kept coming back later and later, but I mean, I just didn't play through no more. I'm not having fun like I used to. And this may be the deal breaker. This may break the whole franchise. This feels like one of those Call of Duty clones. Remember Medal of Honor for the PS3? They tried to take Battlefield and Call of Duty and put it as one, but you could tell it was a clone. It didn't play as good. Well, that's how these Call of Duties feel like. It feels like a clone. They took all the fundamentals that made Call of Duty and forgot about them. Blame Activision for making all these cash cows. That's what the team focused on. They no longer know how to make the fundamentals. What made it fun? They lost their way. I was hoping they could do like more of Destiny, more Titanfall. Titanfall 2, that's the game right there. Everything they could, they improved on. This Call of Duty just didn't improve on anything. I just don't understand it. But go ahead, comment, leave me any type of suggestions. Like I said, I'm hoping, like people say, it's just a beta. They're going to smooth it. I don't see how they're going to smooth it, you know what I'm saying? Because with all prior Call of Duty betas, that's exactly how the game came out to afterwards, except for the last one. For some reason, Infinite Warfare didn't put the leaderboards and accolades and all that in until later on, for some odd reason, halfway into the game life. When I get the game, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna let you know more. Trust me, I'm gonna let you know more. You know, but enjoy.